Welcome back, Hive Mind. This is Shalazar with Hive Mind Gaming, coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Now, today we're going to go over all the cool stuff about our second anniversary. All right, so March 2021 marks the second anniversary of Raid's official launch, and that means it's time for celebration. To start things off, we want to say thank you to each and every one of you that continue to enjoy Raid and be part of the awesome Raid community. We've come a long way in those 2 years, but we wouldn't be here without you. As a little sign of our gratitude, we're giving everybody a bunch of free gifts every day for the next 5 days, starting today. So make sure you don't miss out on those. On top of that, we'll be launching a whole series of events and tournaments running from March 1st all the way through April 15th. Some of these special anniversary edition events from March 1st until March 15th will also give you the chance to earn fragments of some champions that have previously been available through fragment events. If you've just missed the mark on finishing some fragment summons in the past, we're giving you a second chance, so keep an eye out. Keep one eye on the reward when you see an event pop up. We've got a whole lot more in store, and we'll be releasing an anniversary event calendar over on our social media channels with all the details very soon. Here's to another year of raiding together. Let's make this the best one yet. All right, guys. So yeah, they've got some really cool stuff. I haven't collected my second anniversary gift yet because I wanted to make sure it got on this video. This is a pretty good gift. I would have to say. Zargala has never looked so beautiful, for sure. So yeah, a Void Shard, a legendary skill tome, a 5-star chicken, and 1,000,000 silver. That's pretty stellar. And then not only that, but then we've got a $5 ancient shard pack. That's a chained offer. And then, yeah, I mean, some good stuff for sure. So, I mean, that's a step in the right direction, I think. And then if we go in here and we look at the events. Now, this is kind of disappointing. I mean, I realize that, you know, there's not a lot they can do here, but you can earn up to 10 champion fragments for that guy, and then only 5 for this guy. So that's a little disappointing that there's not another shard of him, another 5 of Elegaeus here. Elegaeus, however you say his name. So it's too bad that they don't have another, like, a 3-star chicken, really. Come on, guys. So right there would have been a good place, or something along those lines, or even put it down here. But either way, yeah, there should have definitely been two options there. So this is kind of exciting here. I'm not sure what they're planning on doing with the Nethril one. I don't believe he's in the fragment summons area. So he's not currently here to be summoned as a fragment. So it'd be interesting to see what they're doing with that, since it is an event. Because if this was a tournament, it would be simple. I would just assume they were going to do like they did in Halloween, where he's the if you're in the first place, then you get him. So I don't know. This is going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see when this opens up in 20 hours if they're going to create a fragment for him. So, and if they do that, how they're going to do that? I mean, are they only going to offer like 10 fragments for him, or 5 fragments for him, and then at that point Why waste our time? I don't know. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do with that. All right, and then for the tournaments thus far, we have the Dragon Tournament that starts in 18 hours, where you're going to be able to get fragments of old Rock Boy. So, yeah, so that's kind of interesting. I really like the fact that they're gonna do that. Look, when they first talked about the fragment system, and it first came out, they talked about that they will continuously run events where you can earn fragments for past champions that were offered in the fragment events. So they need to do this more often, though. These little simple events, as a matter of fact, in my opinion, because they run a lot of events in between fusions. So those events that are in between fusions, because they run one fusion every single month. I know it seems like, oh my god, I can't get a breather. No, it's because they do it every month. They've done it for the past year. Every single month for the past year, they've run a fusion. As a matter of fact, last November they ran 2 fusions, which is where he came from. He was one of those one of the 2 when that fusion happened. When there was 2 fusions in 1 month. So keep that in mind. They're going to run a fusion every single month. That's because fusions are their money maker. That's why most people spend so much money, because it's a guaranteed legendary. So with that being said, they always have events, because there's a couple weeks in between each fusion. They always have a couple of weeks where they're running just random events and random tournaments like this. So I never participate in any of these tournaments, but I don't actually actively participate in any of these tournaments and events, because I save my resources for fusions. So, in my opinion, what they should use those tournaments for is to use the fragments as prizes in those tournaments and events. On those off fusions, they need to throw fragments. They don't have to do every single one of them. The first one, one of them could have a Krila fragment, and then another one could have a Dragul fragment, etc. And that way, people can, if they need that fragment, they can participate in that specific tournament or that specific event. And that should be an every tournament thing when it comes to those off tournaments, the tournaments that aren't a part of a normal fusion. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. But I think what they're doing is pretty cool. I dig the fact that they're. That was a pretty good support prize. I'm looking forward to seeing what the other 4, because they're gonna give the gifts out in the next 4 days. And yes, there will be a fusion at the end of the month. Yeah, it's just gonna happen. So, because every single month. So, but it is going to also bring in the new faction. So I'm hoping that it's at least the fusion is at least a member of the new faction. So I hope that they do that. I hope to God that they do that. Bringing out a new faction and not giving you the chance of having members of the new faction just wouldn't make sense. So I would hope that they would do something like that. So we'll see. There is that rumor of that all that was data mined, all the information that was data mined for a guaranteed Lego. I don't know. I'll love it if they do it, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. I mean, this company is definitely there to make money, and I don't know how a guaranteed Lego is gonna make the money, unless it's a situation of if you pull a Lego, then you get an additional Lego. Now that I could see that making them a ton of money, because who wouldn't want to buy every pack they could get their grubby little hands on to try to pull a Lego, at the chance to pull a Lego, therefore getting an additional Lego. So I don't know. I think, to be honest, I think that would bring in a ton of money. So, but anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. It was just going to be a little short one going over my opinions of the anniversary stuff. So if you like what you've seen and you want to see more, hit the like button and join the Hive by hitting the subscribe button, and we'll see you soon.